So here's how it started. Tom Aspenol fired back at Jon Jones, and honestly, the whole MMA world is loving the drama that's brewing. Jon Jones, who's kind of semi-retired or maybe just chillin' until further notice, suddenly dropped a post on X that made everyone stop scrolling. He said, "Just wrapped up the biggest seminar in Phuket history. Half the crowd flew in from the UK. How wild is that? Massive shout out to my guy Tom for all the free promo. Couldn't have done it without you." Wow. That was sarcastic but also kind of thankful. He added how much love he felt from his new UK fans and told people to go sign a petition that had already passed 169,000 signatures. That's insane for a petition in the MMA world. And guess what? Tom Aspenol did not stay silent. He clapped back with just one line, "My pleasure, Jon. Glad you're enjoying retirement." And a duck emoji. Let that sink in. It was short, it was clean, but it was sassy. And just when we thought it was done, Jon came back with a raw video labeled explicit language. So yeah, he wasn't holding anything back in that clip. What does all this mean? The hype around Jon Jones versus Tom Aspenol is building fast. There's sarcasm, subtle digs, and thousands of fans ready to throw money at this fight. And don't forget, that petition is growing by the hour. Next, let's talk about Michael Chandler. He opened up after getting TKO'd by Paddy Pimblett, and wow, he was brutally honest. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Chandler admitted, "I couldn't find my rhythm. I couldn't get my range." He talked about how Paddy fights long, throwing kicks, keeping distance, and sticking that chin way up in the air while staying far enough that you can't hit him. Chandler, who's shorter and stockier, just couldn't figure out how to close that gap safely. And in MMA, just a few seconds of confusion can cost you the entire fight. Then, bam, a knee to the face, a takedown, and boom, lights out, the fight was over. But Chandler didn't make excuses. He said, "Hats off to Paddy, he had a great game plan and got the win." You gotta respect that. He gave full credit even while dealing with a tough loss. As for what's next, Chandler said, "I'm taking the summer off. Don't call me UFC, I need to heal." Honestly, after everything he's given to the sport, that sounds like a smart move. Now let's move to Israel Adesanya, who had some surprising praise for Alex Pereira. He said on his YouTube channel, "I'm proud of him. It's like I created a monster." That's wild considering these two had one of the most heated rivalries in recent UFC history in both kickboxing and MMA. But now, Izzy is rooting for Pereira to take down Magomed Ankalaev in a rematch. Izzy said, "He showed who he is across 2 weight classes, and he's right. Pereira has gone from wrecking people in middleweight to becoming a monster at light heavyweight. He's evolving, getting better at wrestling defense, improving footwork, and handling elite grapplers. That's what makes him scary now. He's not just a knockout machine, he's becoming a complete fighter." And Izzy believes the rematch with Ankalaev won't be a walk in the park, but he said, "I think he can get it done." Coming from Izzy, that's a big deal. And just when you think Jon Jones couldn't add more mystery to the mix, he did. A fan asked him directly on social media, "When are you fighting Tom?" And Jon gave a very unexpected answer. "UFC, Tom and I, we all got stuff happening behind the scenes. I can't talk about it because of legal reasons." Hold up, legal reasons? That changed everything. Before this, Jon used to just brush off Tom like he wasn't even worth the time. Now, he's saying legal stuff is involved? That got everyone talking. Analysts, fans, fighters, they're all trying to figure out what's happening behind the scenes. Is a fight already secretly in the works? Is it part of a huge card coming later this year? Tom has already said he's ready. He's waiting. He's not trash talking. He's just focused. And now Jon's going silent. That only makes people believe the announcement is coming soon. If this fight is real, it's going to be one of the biggest heavyweight clashes in recent history. Now let's jump into some lightweight fire. Ilia Topuria just moved up after winning the featherweight belt, and fans started whispering about a potential fight with Arman Sarakan. But Ilia, he straight up dismissed Arman. He told an interviewer Arman needs to develop more and named Oliveira and Poirier as his dream opponents instead. Ouch. That rubbed Arman the wrong way big time. After winning a grappling match recently, Arman fired back and said, "I'd finish Ilia with elbows. Taking him down would be easy." Let that sink in. Arman doesn't usually talk trash. He's normally chill. But this time, he was heated, and here's where it gets even more personal. Both fighters were born in Georgia, but Ilia reps Spain, while Arman reps Army. So now we've got national pride, personal beef, and a battle of egos. Arman broke it down in an interview. The interviewer asked if he could keep Ilia on the ground for a full round. Arman said, yeah, I could take him down easily. Holding him, that's harder. He's short and compact like Pitbull, hard to hold. But then he added, I won't need 5 rounds. 1 elbow and he's done. Boom! Mic drop. This isn't just a matchup, it's turning into a war. And if UFC books it, it'll be personal, violent, and explosive. Now, let's talk about the upcoming UFC 319 middleweight war between Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Everyone thinks Khamzat is going to steamroll Du Plessis. The odds are stacked. The betting lines not in Dricus' favor at all. But Dricus is not scared. He said, you have no idea what I'm willing to do to be the greatest. But soon, you'll find out. That sent chills down everyone's spine. Even Sean Strickland, a guy who sparred Khamzat before, said, if Dricus can stop the wrestling, he wins. And yes, it's possible. It's not hard, so don't count Dricus out just yet. He's stepping into the fire, knowing the world doubts him. But he's walking in anyway. That's what makes champions. So let's go deeper into this Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis fight. Everyone's treating Khamzat like this unstoppable monster. And yeah, fair enough, the guy's undefeated, he walks through opponents like a storm, and he's made top-level fighters look like beginners. But here's what makes this one interesting. Dricus isn't intimidated, not even a little bit. In fact, this might be the most motivated we've ever seen him. That quote, you have no idea what I'm willing to do, it wasn't just for hype. It came from somewhere real. He's tired of people counting him out. Tired of people assuming Khamzat's going to ragdoll him like everyone else. Dricus is walking into that cage with something to prove. And again, let's not ignore Sean Strickland's warning. The guy has trained with fighters from the same camp as Khamzat. He knows how they move, and he believes Du Plessis has the tools to shut that game plan down. This isn't just hype for a middleweight fight. This could shape the future of the division. If Khamzat wins, he's on a rocket to superstardom. But if Du Plessis pulls off the upset, he becomes a legend overnight. Let's head back to Arman Sarakan, because what he said about Ilia Topuria wasn't just some spicy quote, it was a promise. He told the interviewer, very calmly, very directly, that he won't need a full round to destroy Ilia. He said Ilia's short and compact, hard to hold, but then added, 1 clean elbow. That's all I need. No yelling, no wild trash talk, just confidence. Cold, deadly confidence. And honestly, that's what makes this so scary. Arman doesn't act like he needs to sell anything. He's not putting on a show. He means every word. And Ilia, he's undefeated. Yes, he's explosive. He's got fans all over Spain and Georgia backing him. But that attitude, calling out legends, brushing off contenders like Arman, making enemies fast, and Arman's now one of them. This isn't just about rankings anymore. This is a matter of respect. If this fight gets signed, it's going to be violent. It's going to be emotional, and it might just shake the entire lightweight division. Let's jump back to the Jon Jones mystery, because something strange is happening. Just a few weeks ago, Jon was saying Tom Aspenol wasn't even close to his level. He was posting sarcastic stuff, basically acting like the fight wasn't worth his time. And now, he says he can't talk about it because of legal reasons. That's a massive shift. It's got fans wondering, is the UFC planning something huge? Are they holding back a secret fight card with Jon versus Tom as the main event? Could this be the end of year bombshell Dana White drops out of nowhere? And the craziest part, Tom is playing it cool. He's not begging, not insulting, just waiting, confident. That silence from both fighters, it means something big is being cooked up behind closed doors. And fans, they're refreshing social media like crazy, waiting for that announcement. If Jon Jones and Tom Aspenol do fight, that's not just a heavyweight bout. That's a passing of the torch, or a reminder that the king still rules. Either way, it's going to be fireworks. Let's give Michael Chandler a moment again, because honestly, he showed what a true veteran looks like after a loss. He could have gone on camera angry. He could have blamed the refs, the timing, the crowd, but instead he sat there and said, Paddy had a great game plan. He beat me fair and square. That's rare. That's real. And it says a lot about Chandler's character. He's not giving up. He's just taking some time to heal, spend time with family, let his body recover. When he comes back, he's going to be refreshed, focused, and probably more dangerous than ever. And we all know Chandler doesn't do boring fights, so whenever he returns, the octagon's going to shake. So let's zoom out for a second. We've got Jon Jones teasing legal drama and hidden contracts. We've got Tom Aspenol waiting in the wings like a silent assassin. Michael Chandler taking a step back, but not stepping away. Ilia Topuria making enemies faster than anyone in 2 divisions. Arman Sarakan ready to rain elbows and make a statement. Dricus Du Plessis walking into fire with nothing but belief. Khamzat Chamay standing like a final boss, daring someone to beat him, and legends like Israel Adesanya passing the torch and watching from the sidelines. This is why we love MMA. It's not just about punches and takedowns, it's the rivalries, the respect, the emotions, the silence before the storm, the interviews that explode online, the back and forths that light social media on fire. Every single fighter in this story is walking a tightrope between greatness and defeat, and the next few UFC cards, they're gonna change the landscape. Whether you're a fan of John's legendary legacy or rooting for the young lion Tom Aspenol to take the throne, whether you believe Ilia is the next superstar or you're Team Arman all the way, whether you think Chamay is unbeatable or you see Du Plessis as the dark horse, one thing's for sure, MMA is on fire right now. These storylines aren't just maybe matchups, they're emotional battles waiting to happen. They're filled with history, pride, revenge, and a whole lot of unfinished business. And the fans? They're ready.